May we request everyone to please stand for our invocation. Please remain standing after for the Philippine National Anthem.
Most loving Father, you have brought us to the beginning of a new day.
As our eyes open to the morning light, our mouths praise your beauty and goodness, the splendor and design of your creation.
We accept the renewed gift of life and grace with gratitude.
We offer you our every thought, word, and act today, and pray that it be in accordance with your will and in furtherance of your glory.
Make us instruments of your presence to others.
Use our minds to understand the big picture, our hearts full of passion and purpose, and our hands to build partnerships.
Let us be advocate persons to become architects of change and fulfill our promise of elevating lives of communities and people we serve.
When evening comes, gather us again, safe under the shelter of your wings, to rest confirmed in your love.
And with assurance that with your help, we have taken one more step towards a better world.
Amen. We may now all be seated. Mayong hapon, Pinagpuntanan. Mayong hapon to our student representatives and their teacher coaches. This is our second of the series of qualifier rounds for our Palistohay, the quiz ball on Cebuano culture and heritage. To properly open our quiz ball, let us watch this video from a message from the Ramon Oitis Foundation Incorporated's President and CEO.
On behalf of the Ramon Oitis Foundation, I would like to welcome you, representatives and contestants from private and public schools in Cebu Province, to this year's Palistohay Quiz Bowl 2022. I would also like to thank our partners in the Department of Education for your continued support of RAFI's programs and activities, this time for culture and heritage. Last year, we successfully launched the first Palistohay Quiz Bowl virtually. For this year's run, we are glad to hold the Palistohay once again, and finally we're doing it face-to-face. We are also holding an expanded version of the Quiz Bowl. The Palistohay will not only be a one-day event, but will run for a few more days for its qualifier rounds, which will end with a championship. Through this Quiz Bowl, students will get to showcase their intellectual prowess. on Cebuano and Filipino culture and history. It will be a fun, engaging way to educate the youth, and we hope that the friendly competition will foster camaraderie between students from the different schools in Cebu. In the end, it is our aim to develop the identity and pride of place of our young Cebuanos through our different programs. We are also happy to welcome everybody to the newly opened Pavilion Center. This center serves as Rafi's new hub for culture and heritage, wherein we tell the story of the Cebuanos through our exhibitions and events. With the Palistohay Quiz Bowl, we are bringing our advocacy and passion of sharing the rich culture and heritage of Cebu to young and emerging Cebuanos present here on site and online. Once again, I would like to thank our partners from the DepEd for supporting us in this quiz bowl. To our students and teachers and coaches, good luck. May you enjoy this wonderful educational experience. Daghang salamat at may hapon.
That was the RAFI President and CEO, Ms. Amaya Aboy-Lis Chancellor. As mentioned, the Palistohay Quiz Bowl on Cebuano Culture and Heritage is in partnership with the Department of Education, Cebu Province, as well as the Region 7 DepEd, and of course, with the public and private schools participating. Last year, we started the Quiz Bowl online, but now we are doing this face-to-face and in the form of a series of qualifier rounds ending with the championship round on Monday, December 19. This is also, our quiz bowl is also live streamed in the Facebook and YouTube accounts of the Kabilin Center. So we're hoping that your classmates, your schoolmates are watching and cheering you up. Hopefully they are. And as also mentioned, you are now here at the Kabilin Center, which is the newest and latest facility, as well as program for culture and heritage of the Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated. The TKC, or the Kabilin Center, is envisioned to be a hub for Cebuano culture, where we promote and popularize the story of the Cebuano. The Quiz Bowl for us is a way for the youth to learn Cebuano culture and heritage in a fun and engaging way. Before we start with our mechanics, we go through with our mechanics, we would like to thank again the Department of Education, especially from the Region 7, starting with RD, the Regional Director, Dr. Salustiano Jimenez, and our coordinators for Araling Panlipunan and MAPE. We have Dr. Kilix Berangel King and Dr. Jubilin Otero, respectively. We'd also like to thank as well the RAFI liaison to the DepEd, Mr. Richard De Los Reyes is also here. Nakakain salamat. Let us now begin with a review of our mechanics, just so we will be reminded as we progress, as we conduct our quiz bowl. The quiz bowl has 3 categories: easy, moderate, and difficult. Each category will have 10 questions. Actually, we have prepared 15 questions, but we will only read 10 of the questions, and we have a randomizer which will determine what question will be asked. The type of questions for each round are as follows. Easy round will consist of multiple choice type of questions. The moderate round, true or false, and the difficult round, either identification, fill in the blanks, or enumeration. After every category, the official participants' cumulative score will be computed and will be also reported to everyone. So we will be flashing the scores after each category or each round. The top 2 participants with the highest cumulative scores after the 3 categories will be declared as the winners of the qualifier round and will advance to the championship round. However, we will be awarding on this day 3 placers, the first, the second, and the third placers of the quiz bowl. And these three will also be returning home with cash prizes. After the second, each question for all rounds, by the way, will be read twice by the quiz master and will be flashed on screen. Okay, so you'll be able to see the question as well as hear the question. After the second reading of the question, you have to wait before the quiz master will say go, which is the signal for the participants to write their answers. The quiz master will inform the participants at the end of the timer to raise the answer sheet so that we can check your answers. The participant should stop writing once the timer ends then. Failure to do so may result in the answer being voided. Each official participant will be provided with a set of answer sheets. You have with you on your table 3 folders. Kindly please pick the first set, the first folder on top. Use that for the first round. So you are also provided with markers. So after each set, you will need to pick up another folder. Okay? So each folder contains 10 answer sheets. Kindly open the answer sheet now, or rather the folder. On the first page, you have something to fill out there. Kindly fill out that sheet now with your name, your school. All right. After, can you please detach the sheets from the folder, meaning you open the fastener there and then detach the pages. So you will use one answer sheet for every question, for each question. One answer sheet for each question. All right? When you also answer, kindly please mark the number. Okay, what number is the question? Okay. Once you are done with an answer sheet, just set it aside because at the end of a round, your answer sheets will be collected by our marshals. Okay? I hope that is clear. May I proceed with the rest of the mechanics? For our teacher coaches, the board of judges will entertain questions or complaints involving the questions and answers or computations of the scores only. The decision of the board of judges is final and irrevocable. Okay. At the end of our quiz bowl, as mentioned before, there are top 3 winners for the qualifying round. And they will receive certificates and cash prizes as follows. The top 1 will receive 5,000 pesos, top 2, 3,000 pesos, and top 3, 2,000 pesos. But there will only be 2 winners from this round who will proceed to our championship round on December 19. Okay? Non-winners from this round will receive certificates and tokens of appreciation. Teacher coaches too will receive certificates and tokens of appreciation. So no one is going to go home empty-handed. Okay. May I ask that for our marshals to please stand up and be recognized? In case our student contestants also have questions or have concerns, please ask your marshals or please relay them to your marshals. Okay? Right. Student contestants, kindly please write your answers legibly. Okay? It is better if you print them out. No? Kung binisaya pa, binulti. So that klaro kaayo. Okay? For answers to multiple choice questions in the easy category, the letters should be written in printed capital letters, A, B, C, or D. Participants for the first round, for the easy round, are given 10 seconds to answer the question. For answers to true or false questions in the moderate category, words should be written in printed capital letters, the words true or false. Participants are given 12 seconds to answer in this category. For answers to identification or enumeration or fill in the blanks questions in the difficult category, complete answers and incorrect spelling should be written. Participants are given 15 seconds to answer the questions in the category. We will ask the teacher coaches to observe silence while the quiz bowl is ongoing. The quiz bowl also follows a set or point system for scoring. Points will be awarded as follows. For easy round or category, each answer is worth 2 points. Moderate round, each correct answer is worth 3 points. And for the last round, the difficult category, each correct answer is worth 5 points. All right? I hope everything is clear. Before we begin, we'd like to recognize and ask each of the student contestants, when I call your name, kindly please stand and be recognized, all right? Because you're also representing your schools. This afternoon, our batch of student representatives come from the schools in the South area, or the division in the South. Let's begin with Mr. Clark Anderson Abalo, representing the Sangat National High School in San Fernando, Cebu. Brian Anthony T. Camarillo of Badian National High School, Badian, Cebu. Giselle May Dalios of Argao National High School from Argao, Cebu. Princess Charmaine Hintapa of Pinamungahan National High School of Pinamungahan, Cebu. Joshua L. Gerardo of Caliongan National High School of Dalaguete, Cebu. Rachel May C. Jimenez of Kawayan National High School in Dalaguete, Cebu. June Evander B. Jurado of Bartolome and Manuel Paranes, what's MNS? HS? Memorial National High School of Barili, Cebu. Stephen Dave Raffles of Sibunga National High School, Sibunga, Cebu.
Hey.
Jana Mitch Sandig of Tanawan National High School in Oslo, Cebu. Sarah Jane Cederiosa of Lipata National High School of Minglanilla, Cebu. Angelica V. Semina of Santander National High School, Santander, Cebu. Shaira May Tanudra of Moalboal National High School, Moalboal, Cebu. And Rizzy May Villarin of Madre Deos National High School of Alegria, Cebu. You are already winners in our side, dear student participants. But of course, for our quiz bowl, we're only going to proclaim 3 winners. Shall we now begin with our first round or category, the easy round. I hope you are now ready. Your answer sheets are ready. Your pens or markers are ready. Marshals, are we ready? Okay. For the first question, will come from question number 5. Here is question number 5. What do you call the lower area of the pre-colonial Visayan house? Is it A, Silong, B, Ubos, or C, Zaguan? What do you call the lower area of the pre-colonial Visayan house? A, Silong, B, Ubos, or C, Zaguan? 10 minutes, or rather 10 seconds starts now. Pens down. Kindly please raise your answer sheets. What do you call the lower house of the pre-colonial Visayan house? Lower area of the pre-colonial Visayan house. The answer is A, Silong. Please do not put down your answer sheets yet. Our marshals will need to check. Please do not put down your answer sheets until I say you may put them down. You may put them down. Let's go to question number 2. And this will come from question number 15. This is question number 15. When did Cebu become a chartered city? Is it A, 1937, B, 1565, or C, 1860? Again, when did Cebu become a chartered city? Is it A, 1937, B, 1565, or C, 1860? Timer starts now. Pens down. Please wait for my instructions. Sheets up. When did Cebu become a chartered city? The answer is letter A, 1937. And our father for the Cebuano Charter, Cebu Charter, is Don Vicente Rama. Please raise your answer sheets. Do not yet put down your answer sheet until I say so. Now you may put down your answer sheets. Let's go to our third question. And will come from question number 12. This is question number 12. Which of these religious orders helped establish the Spanish settlement of Cebu during the late 16th century? Is it A, the Franciscans, B, Dominicans, or C, the Augustinians? Which of these religious orders helped establish the Spanish settlement of Cebu during the late 16th century? Is it A, Franciscans, B, Dominicans, C, Augustinians? And timer starts now. Pens down, sheets up, please. When, or rather, which of these religious orders helped establish the Spanish settlement of Cebu during the late 16th century? The answer is C, the Augustinians. You may put down your sheets. Let's go to our fourth question. And this will come from question number 2. This is question number 2. This was the term used to describe the Filipino or Cebuano urban elites. Is it A, mestizo, B, principalia, or C, maginoo? The term used to describe the Filipino or Cebuano urban elites. A, mestizo, B, principalia, or C, maginoo. 10 seconds starts now. Sheets up, please. The term to describe the Filipino Cebuano urban elites is B, principalia. Sheets down. Let's go to our 5th question. And this will come from question number 3. This is question number 3. What is Cebu's native name? Is it A, Zubo, B, Cebu, or C, Subo? What is Cebu's native name? A, Zubo, B, Cebu, or C, Subo? 10 seconds starts now. Sheets up. Cebu's native name is C, Subo. Kindly please raise your sheets up properly. All right. We're halfway through with the first round. Let's now go to question number 6. And it will be taken from question number 7. Here is question number 7. What do you call the G-string piece of cloth that is around 4 or 5 meters long and generally worn by pre-colonial Visayan men? Is it A, bahag, B, hablon, or C, malong? The G-string piece of cloth around 4 to 5 meters long and worn by pre-colonial Visayan men. A, bahag, B, hablon, or C, malong? And start. Stop writing. Please raise your sheets. The G-string piece of cloth worn by pre-colonial Visayan men is called A, bahag. Please put them down now, your sheets. Let's go to the 7th question. And it will come from question number 1. This is question number 1. Who was the Portuguese explorer who arrived in Cebu in 1521? Is it A, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, B, Ferdinand Magellan, or C, Roy Lopez de Villalobos? Who was the Portuguese explorer who arrived in Cebu in 1521? A. Legazpi, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. B. Ferdinand Magellan. Or C. Roy Lopez de Villalobos. Timer starts now. Sheets up. The Portuguese explorer who arrived in Cebu in 1521 was none other than letter B, Ferdinand Magellan. He was Portuguese, not Spanish, although he sailed for the Spanish crown. Please put them down now. Let's go to our eighth question. And this will come from question number 14. Here's question number 14. When did Miguel Lopez de Legazpi take formal possession of Cebu for Spain? Is it A, 1521, B, 1565, or C, 1575? When did Miguel Lopez de Legazpi take formal possession of Cebu for Spain? A, 1521, B, 1565, or C, 1575? Timer starts now. Sheets up, please. The date, or rather the year, that Miguel Lopez de Legazpi took formal possession of Cebu for Spain was in letter B, 1565. Okay, please put down your answer sheets. Let's go to the ninth question from question number 11. Here's question number 11. Who was the provincial president of the revolutionary government of Cebu during the arrival of the Americans? Is it A, Luis Flores, B, Arcadio Maxilum, or C, Sergio Osmeña? Who was the provincial president of the revolutionary government of Cebu during the arrival of the Americans? A, Luis Flores, B, Arcadio Maxilum, or C, Sergio Osmeña? 10 seconds starts now. Pens down, sheets up. The revolutionary government during the arrival of the Americans was headed by Provincial President Luis Flores, letter A. Sheets down. And for our final question for our first round, will come from question number 10. This is question number 10. This is a distilled Visayan drink made from the sap of wild trees and from coconut palms. Is it A, alak, B, tuba, or C, suka? The distilled Visayan drink made from the sap of wild trees and from coconut palms. A, alak, B, tuba, C, suka. 10 seconds starts now. Pens down, please raise your answer sheets. The distilled Visayan drink made from the sap of wild trees and coconut palms is called di tuba. Please put down your answer sheets. And we are done with our first category, our first round, the easy round. Easy ra ba? Wait to bug. Sa'yo na tingali no, kung silence means yes. We will have a 5-minute break for us to tally, to cross-check, review the scores before we flash our scores for the first round. 5 minutes. So for those who want to take a toilet break or water break, please ask your marshals. Also, kindly please collect your answer sheets and give them, put them inside a folder and give them to your marshals, please. Do not forget to include that sheet you filled out. Just for 5 minutes, you will take a break. All right. As you see on your screen, we are flashing now the results of the first round or the easy category. Leading the pack is with a score of, sorry, I have to move forward because I cannot see clearly. With 28 points, am I correct? I'm sorry, that's 18. 18 points. And we have actually two contestants who have garnered 18 points, and that is from Kawayan National High School and from Bartolome and Manuela Aranes Memorial National High School in first place. In second place with a score of 16 points, and we have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? 4 schools Sangat National High School, Batayan National High School, Argao National High School, and Pinamungahan National High School. And in third place with 14 points, four schools from Kalyongan National High School, Lipata National High School, Santander National High School, and Mualboal National High School. But don't worry, this is still anyone's game because we are now going to go into the second round, the average category. Okay, and each correct answer is now going to be worth 3 points. Are we ready? Before that, can you please get a new set of answer sheets? Again, fill out the first page. After that, detach the sheets from the folder. Are we ready? Okay. Marshals, are we ready? All right. Let us now start our second round, our average category. And the first question will come from question number 12. Please take a look and listen what question number 12 is. The Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion was initially established as a school for women. True or false? The Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion was initially established as a school for women. Is it true or false? You have to write down the entire answer, okay? True or false? And 12 seconds starts now. Pens down, answer sheets up, please. The CIC or Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion was established as a school for women, and the answer is true. The Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion was established in 1879 and was, at that time, the only one offered a secondary education for women. Okay, please put down your answer sheets. Let's go to the second question. And it will come from question number 15. And this is question number 15. Calle Colon was built by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and his men and is considered as the oldest street in the Philippines. True or false? Calle Colon was built by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and his men and is considered as the oldest street in the Philippines. True or false? Timer starts now. Pens down, please raise your answer sheets. Calle Colon, built by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and his men, is considered the oldest street in the Philippines, and this is true. Calle Colon or Colon Street is the oldest and the shortest also national road in the Philippines. It is named after Cristobal Colon or Christopher Columbus and built by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and his men in 1565. All right, you may put down your answer sheets. Let's go to our third question, and will come from question number 6. This is question number 6. Around 1590, a Chinese enclave or settlement was established in Cebu at the northern part of the settlement or the northern part of the settlement of Cebu. Is it true or false? Around 1590, a Chinese enclave was established in Cebu at the northern part of the settlement. True or false? Timer starts now. Pens down, sheets up. Around 1590, a Chinese enclave was established in Cebu at the northern part of the settlement. The answer is true. During the early years of Spanish rule in the Philippines, Legazpi issued a decree that segregates the Spanish, the natives, and the Chinese populations into different enclaves. In Cebu, the Parian, in the northern part of the settlement, became the enclave for Chinese traders. All right, please put down your sheets. Let's go to our fourth question. And this will come from question number 1. This is question number 1. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi is considered the first governor of the island of Cebu after being appointed by King Philip II of Spain. True or false? Miguel Lopez de Legazpi is considered the first governor of the island of Cebu after being appointed by King Philip II of Spain. True or false? 12 seconds starts now. Please raise your answer sheets. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi is considered the first governor of the island of Cebu after being appointed by King Philip II of Spain. Is true. In 1569, King Philip II of Spain conferred on Legazpi the title Governor and Captain General of the island of Cebu. All right, please put down your sheets. Let's go to our fifth question. And it will come from question number 2. Question number 2, the Timawa or freeman or freemen were obliged to pay tribute and serve their datu and could also change their allegiances to other datus. True or false? The Timawa or freemen were obliged to pay tribute and serve their datu, but they could also change their allegiances to other datus. True or false? Timer starts now. Hands down, sheets up, please. The Timawa or freemen were obliged to pay tribute and serve their datu, but they could change their allegiances to other datus. Is true. The Timawa paid tribute called buhis or handog, and in theory at least were free to transfer their allegiance to some other datu. All right, please put down your sheets. We're now halfway through. Let's go to question number 6, and it will be taken from number 8, question number 8. After Cebu was retaken by Spanish reinforcements on April 7, 1898, Leon Quilat and his men retreated to the southern town of Argao. True or false? After Cebu was retaken by Spanish reinforcements on April 7, 1898, Leon Quilat and his men retreated to the southern town of Argao. True or false? 12 seconds starts now. Sheets up. After Cebu was retaken by Spanish reinforcements on April 7, 1898, Leon Quilat and his men retreated to the town of Argao is false. After Cebu was retaken by Spanish reinforcements on April 7, 1898, Leon Quilat and his men retreated to the town of Carcar. All right, let's proceed to question as our 7th question, and it will be taken from question number 3. Rice was the common staple crop in pre-colonial Cebu. True or false? Rice was the most common staple crop in pre-colonial Cebu. True or false? Time starts now. Sheets up. Is rice the common staple crop in pre-colonial Cebu? True or false? False. Millet was the most common staple crop in pre-colonial Cebu. Rice had to be imported and traded in Cebu. Please put down your answer sheets. Our 8th question will now come from question number 14. Here is question number 14. The Diocese of Cebu was established in 1595, making it the oldest in the Philippines. The Diocese of Cebu was established in 1595, making it the oldest in the Philippines. True or false? 12 seconds starts now. Sheets up, please. The Diocese of Cebu, established in 1595, is the oldest in the Philippines. The answer is false. The Diocese of Manila was established in 1579, making it the oldest in the Philippines. It was elevated into an archdiocese in 1595, the same year when Cebu was made a diocese. All right, let's go to our 9th question, and taken from question number 9 also. El Nuevo Dia was the first newspaper published in Cebu. True or false? El Nuevo Dia was the first newspaper published in Cebu. True or false? 12 seconds starts now. Sheets up, please. El Nuevo Dia was the first newspaper published in Cebu. The answer is false. El Boletín de Cebu was the first published newspaper in Cebu and made its first appearance in 1886. Okay, put down your sheets. Let's go to our last question for the average category, our second round. And it will come from question number 4. This is question number 4. Let's pause for a bit. Okay. Here is question number 4. When Miguel Lopez de Legazpi established a Spanish settlement in Cebu, it was given the name Villa de San Miguel. True or false? When Miguel Lopez de Legazpi established a Spanish settlement in Cebu, it was given the name Villa de San Miguel. 12 seconds starts now. Time's up. Raise your sheets, please. When Miguel Lopez de Legazpi established a Spanish settlement in Cebu, it was given the name Villa de San Miguel. The answer is true. When Rahab Tupas surrendered to Legazpi on May 8, 1865, the feast of the apparition of Saint Michael the Archangel, Legazpi proclaimed the newly found Spanish settlement in Cebu in honor of Saint Michael the Archangel, or San Miguel. Please put down your answer sheets. Okay, we're done with our average category or second round. Collect your answer sheets, please, including the first page where you filled out your name and school, and put them all back inside the folder and give them to your marshals. After you do that, you may take a deep breath. We're now about to head to our third and last round. Relax a bit. We'll have a 5-minute break also to consolidate our results. We will tally your scores. And after the break, we are going to show them. But I still feel it's still anyone's game. So just relax there. Let's wait for 5 minutes. If you need to go to the toilet or drink your water, you may do so. Just please tell your marshals. Okay, let us now see the results after the second round. This is the second round lang ha, our results. We have not yet concluded the two rounds. We will do that all at one time after we end our three categories. So, for the second round, the one in the lead got 18 points. We have 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, it's not 18, it's 21. Or 27 rather. Oh, there. For 27 points, the lead is at 27 points. That's Agao National High School. Right? In the second place, we have for 21 points, I believe. We have 3. Badyan National High School, Bipata National High School, and Santander National High School. And in third place, 18 points, we have 1, 2, 3 schools. Sangay National High School, or Sangat National High School. What's the other one? Caluyongan National High School, and Bartolome and Manuela Pañares Memorial National High School. Like I said, it's still anyone's game because our third and final round, the difficult category, is worth 5 points every correct answer. So dako kay nag-lead kung makuha ninyo ang correct answer. And this time, we will have 15 seconds for you to answer. And although this time, you really have to write the answer na yun itself because it's the enumeration, fill in the blanks, and identification type of questions this time. Okay, are we ready to go into the third and last round? Students, okay na? Please get your last set of answer sheets, write down or fill out the first page, and then detach them from the folder. Kinahanglan andam na ninyo kung kamot is waton namang yun ang tubang. Right? Marshals, are we ready? Let us now go into our third and final round, the difficult category. And our first question will come from question number 7. Here is question number 7. When did the Spaniards depart from Cebu after the collapse of the Spanish rule in the Philippines? I'm sorry, we need the full day. Therefore, month, day, and year. All right? When did the Spaniards depart from Cebu after the collapse of the Spanish rule in the Philippines? Full day, please. 15 seconds starts now. Time's up. Please raise your answer sheets. So, morning before yung shift sa American colonization, no? When did the Spaniards depart from Cebu after the collapse of Spanish rule in the Philippines? It was December 24, 1898. December 24, 1898. The Spanish garrison in Cebu lowered the flag of Spain in Fort San Pedro and departed from Cebu on December 24, 1898, marking the end of 333 years of Spanish rule in the province. All right, put down your answer sheets. Let's prepare for the second question, and it will come from question number 12. Here is question number 12. Who, this time, who was the first elected governor of Cebu? Elected governor of Cebu. Who? 15 seconds. We need the name, full name preferably. Now. Timer's up. Sheets, please. The answer is first elected governor of Cebu, Julio Llorente. Julio Llorente became the first elected governor of Cebu during the Philippine-American War and early American period. He served as governor from 1900 to 1901. All right. Let's prepare now for the third question, and will come from question number 10. This is question number 10. What was the name of the enclave or district designated for the natives in Cebu during the early Spanish period? The name of the enclave or district designated for the natives in Cebu City during the early Spanish period. Timer starts now. Sheets up, please. Okay. You can have either Lutao, or the Lutao district, or Pueblo de Lutao. Okay? During the early Spanish period, Legazpi issued a policy of segregation on the different peoples in the Spanish settlements in the Philippines. In Cebu, the Lutao district, later San Nicolas, was designated as the district for the naturales or natives. The Parian was for the Chinese, and the Ciudad for the Spaniards and Europeans. Okay. You may put down your sheets now. Fourth question. We'll take it from question number 8. Who was the commanding officer of the USS Petrel when it docked in Cebu Harbor in 1899? The commanding officer of the USS Petrel when it docked in Cebu Harbor in 1899. Full name, please. Timer starts now. Okay, pens down, sheets up. The commanding officer of the USS Petrel when it docked in Cebu Harbor in 1899 is Charles Cornwell. Captain Charles Cornwell of the USS Petrel or Petrel was instructed by Commodore George Dewey to dock in Cebu Harbor to impose American rule in the island in February 1899. Okay, please put down your sheets. Let's go to our fourth question, or rather fifth question, and it comes from question number 9. 9, please. What year, did the Cebuano revolutionaries surrender to the Americans? What year did the Cebuano revolutionaries surrender to the Americans? Timer starts now. Pens down, sheets up, please. The date, or rather the year, is 1901. 1901. Cebuano revolutionaries under Juan Climaco, General Pantaleon del Rosario, and other leaders surrendered to the Americans in 1901, marking the end of the anti-American resistance in Cebu. Okay, halfway through. 5 na lang ka questions. Kaya ba? No? Sige. Our sixth question comes from question number 6. When was Leon Quilat assassinated? We need a full date. When was Leon Quilat assassinated? Full date, timer starts now. Time's up. Please raise your sheets. The year, the full date rather, that Leon Quilat was assassinated is April 8, 1898. Leon Quilat was assassinated by his aide-de-camp and other co-conspirators in the town of Karkar on April 8, 1898, which was a Good Friday. Okay, let's go now to question number, or rather the seventh question from question number 13. Here is question number 13. Who was the chieftain of Gabi Mactan, or modern-day Cordova, who resisted Legazpi's control? Who was the chieftain of Gabi Mactan, now modern-day Cordova, who resisted Legazpi's control? 15 seconds starts now. Pens down, sheets up. The name of the chieftain of Gabi Mactan, now modern-day Cordova, who resisted Legazpi's control, is Chief Ordato Dagami. Dato Dagami was the chieftain of Mactan Island around the area in modern-day Cordova, who resisted Spanish rule in Cebu after Rajas Tumpases surrendered in 1565. He was later caught by Legazpi's men and was executed. Okay, please put down your sheets. Let's go to our 8th question. Question number 5. Question number 5. What was the name of the school established by the Jesuits in 1595 in Cebu? We need a complete name of the school. The name of the school established by the Jesuits in 1595 in Cebu. 15 seconds starts now. Okay, up please your sheets. The answer to the name of the school established by the Jesuits in 1595 in Cebu is Colegio de San Ildefonso. The Colegio de San Ildefonso was an educational institution established by the Jesuits in 1595, thus making it the first European-founded educational institution in Asia. After the expulsion of the Jesuits from Spanish territories in 1767, the buildings and facilities were taken over by the Diocese of Cebu, then by the Congregation of the Mission, and later by the Society of the Divine Word. Today, the school is known as the University of San Carlos. Okay. Let's go to our last, is this the last? Ninth question. From question number 1. What was the name of the church built in Cebu's Parian? There was a church in Parian, and what was the name of the church? Timer starts now. All right. Sheets up, please. The name of the church built in Cebu's Parian is San Juan Bautista Church. The San Juan Bautista Church was built in Cebu's Parian during the 1600s. It was later demolished during the 19th century after much controversy. Okay. Take a deep breath. It's now our last question for the third and final round, and it comes from question number 11. Here is question number 11. Who was the Spanish Bishop of Cebu that established the parish of Parian during the 1600s? Ganihan gibuba karon kinsaman. Who was the Spanish Bishop of Cebu that established the parish of Parian during the 1600s? Timer starts now. Okay, please put up your sheets. The bishop, the Spanish bishop that established the parish of Parian during the 1600s is Bishop or Pedro de Arce. Pedro de Arce was the Bishop of Cebu during the 1600s and was responsible for establishing the parish of San Juan Bautista and for initiating the construction of the San Juan Bautista Church. Okay, please put down your sheets. Please gather them, all your answer sheets for this round, including the first page. Put them all back inside the folder. And let's give them all to our marshals. This time we will take a longer break because not only do we need time to tabulate this round, but we need now to total everything from the first, second, and third round. We will compute everything and we will show First, the results of the third round, and then the cumulative results of all of the rounds. Can we give ourselves a big round of applause? This is no mean feat for our student participants. You can now breathe easy. You can even put your head down a bit because we're going to take a 10-minute break. You may also go to the toilet or drink your water. Just tell your marshals, please. Again, thank you, and we'll see you at after 10 minutes for the results of our Palistohay, Cebuano, Quizball, and Cebuano culture and heritage.
So you mean to say of the college of the city, which is grammar one. Okay. Ano naman ang gigilan?
Okay, this is the result of our third and final round yet. For our difficult category, in the lead with 20 points is Batian National High School. And in second place, we have only two, Kalyungan National High School and Moalboal National High School. But if we are to total or accumulate all the scores, no, and tabulate all of them, put them together from the first, second, and third rounds, this is the result. The total. And let's pick up our first, second, and third. This is already, I believe, arranged accordingly. Our first place is from Badian National High School. In second place, with 43 points, Argao National High School. And third place from Caliongan National High School. And the rest, you have the scores there. We will have a formal announcement of our first, second, and third placers. Are we ready to flash our third placer? Okay. Before we do so, again, we'd like to congratulate everyone, all of our student representatives here in the southern schools of Cebu. We're very proud of you. No one is going to leave without something. So even if you did not make it to the first, second, and third places, you still get tokens and of course our certificates. And for our first, second, and third placers, we will officially announce that. Just an announcement, your certificates as well as the certificates of our teacher coaches have still to be signed by RD, right, Chad? And we'll need time for that. So we will tell you when they are ready. Maybe your heads, the district heads can pick them up in the regional office for you to bring them to your school, so you can pick it there in the district office. Okay, but you have certificates, all right? And of course, our winners and in fact, all of us are going to go home with tokens, including our teacher coaches. But our first, second, and third placers will have, of course, the cash prize to bring them, to carry them, no? They're going to carry our prizes with them home. And we have already the announcement. Our third placer first. In third place, don't leave just yet after the announcement because we're going to have photo ops. Our third place is Joshua Geraldo from Caliongan National High School. Caliongan National High School is in what town? In Dalaguetes, Cebu. Congratulations! You will receive 2,000 pesos and of course the certificate. Our top two and our top one, because they have their place there in one slide, because they will be the ones to advance to our championship round, our last and final round on December 19th. And we have in second place Giselle May Galios of Argao National High School. Congratulations. And our first place is Ryle Anthony T. Camarillo of Badian National High School. Congratulations. So, Giselle, you will be bringing home with you 3,000 pesos, of course, and the certificate. And Ryle is bringing home 5,000 pesos with the certificate. All right. Now, congratulations again. Before we leave, let's have our photo op. May we ask first all of our student representatives to come here to the front. While we are going to position ourselves, we have our student representatives position themselves with the center, at the center, the first placer, and on his side, our second and third placers, and then the rest around. We'd like to thank again everyone, especially those who are following us on our Facebook and YouTube channels of the Cavite Center. Thank you for joining us for this second of our series of qualifier rounds of the Palistohay Quiz Ball on Cebuano culture and heritage. I think we need to have the top three at the center. Maybe we need to make them move closer. And if it's possible, we can get to take off the mask so that we can see their beautiful faces. So thank you very much for joining us. Tomorrow will be another set of schools vying for to join the championship on Monday. So tomorrow we will have the Cebu City Schools, I believe. That's at the same time tomorrow here at the Kabilin Center. Again, we'd like to thank DepEd, Department of Education, Region 7, for all the support and assistance that they've given us for Palistohay, Cebuano, Quizbol, and Cebuano Culture and Heritage. We'd also like to thank our teacher coaches who have accompanied their students, and we will have a picture taken with you together with our students. Please be at the side or back of the students, of your students. Please join them, teacher coaches. We'd also like to thank all our marshals, our volunteer marshals, who have been here since day one. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. We'd also like to thank the TKC team. And we'd like to thank Chad, who's here. And we'd also like to thank Van for the help. And of course, our utility staff with us, Luisa, Reg, and Ken, and Chief, of course. I hope I did not forget anyone. I did not forget to thank anyone. And with that, we close our second of our series of qualifier rounds for the Palistohay Cebuano, Quizbol and Cebuano Culture and Heritage. We'll see you tomorrow for the third round. Naghan kayong salamat, may hamon.